Hi guys, welcome back. No. Hi guys, I hope you're well. Hi guys, I hope you're well. Night. Hello. What's that? Oh wait a minute, van's going past. All right, yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another solo off-grid camp. I'm going to a place called Lake Semerwater in North Yorkshire. It's about 30 miles from me. I've never stayed there before, much as a lot of the sites that we're going to be taking you to, because we'd like to be new there as well as you. There might be some that we've been to before, I suppose, but we always like to keep it new and fresh for ourselves as well as you guys. So yeah, it's lakeside. Like literally lakeside. You're on the bit of gravel, then it's water. It's not really technically a campsite. It's like a big beach. I packed the van the day before, like I always do, because I think for me personally it means that I can get everything done, ticked off the list without being super excited about getting set off and things like that. It means I can do it methodically, thinking about it. I can spend a few hours doing it, and it just makes for a more pleasant journey the next day. So it means I can just get up, have a shower, get dressed and set off. I'm going to get there, get parked and then go on the walk, purely because, you know, I'm limited to just 2 days and I want to be getting off the next day pretty sharpish. A couple of you guys have asked for various bits, like more information in the walks. I'll put that in as much as I possibly can. You want to see my culinary skills, so I'll probably film some of that. I was going to go out on the kayak, but sadly, with the weather being pretty grim, I'm going to wait for better weather and stuff like that, because I think it'll just make for a more pleasant kayaking experience. So yeah, everything's packed, and yeah, it's almost time to go tomorrow. So I've bought a bin. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? I know, and you've probably noticed there's a beer there as well. Where is it? There. That's like the emergency beer, emergency section beer. Anyway, so yeah, I bought a new thing in the bin, and it's there. So yeah, this is it, and it basically just hooks on to the door. It just hooks on like that. It's very nice. I'll put a link in the description below to anybody who might want one. I've thought about maybe putting it in a different place. I'm not sure the bed will fit with that there, but only time will tell, I suppose. But either way, I can always take it off overnight. But I mean, yeah, it pops out like that. It pops out at the bottom as well, so you've got a pretty decent sized bin. Obviously the bed definitely won't go out once it's fully extended. The bin's fully extended, so yeah, it would have to move from that location, but it's nice and compact. I've been driving around with it and it doesn't rattle, it doesn't knock or anything like that, because I thought to myself I might have to put something behind there and wedge something behind it if it's rattling on the cupboards, because that would really do my head in. Yeah, porta potty's ready to go. I've emptied that, refueled the flush part. Fridge is on, might as well leave that on, the sun will keep that powered up. Carbon monoxide alarms are all ready to go. I think beer, laptop, time to go. In fact, no, I'll see you in the morning. The morning has arrived and it's time to go. It's saying an hour and 26 minutes to get there. I think there's some kind of congestion somewhere, so it's diverted me through Grassington, which is a lovely drive, so yeah, we'll go that way. It's 48 miles now rather than 31 miles, so it's quicker apparently, the way that Google's telling me, so I'll just trust Google in this instance. I'm in no rush, well, sort of. I kind of want to make sure I get there before it starts raining. It said to rain at 11. As long as I can get there and get set up, get my sandwiches done and then get off, I don't mind walking in the rain, but I certainly don't want to arrive in the rain. So it's time to go. Yay! So I've arrived at Semerwater. There's not many flat spaces for you to go. There's one other camper parked here on pretty much the only flat space. Now, there are flat spaces next to that camper, but the last thing I want to do is go pull up a metre away from their camper and then whack my diesel heater on full blast tonight. So I've taken the sacrifice and I'm on a bit of a lean like this. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. I've slept in worse conditions, I'll be perfectly honest with you. And I'll get out now and show you. It's a bit windy, but check this. I'll just take my keys just in case my van locks, otherwise it'd be a properly cold night, won't it? Right, so van, lake. Now, I wanted to park a little bit closer, but there's like a tide mark, which is like there. You can see it, it's like a tide mark that runs all the way down there. I'm guessing that's where it gets up to when the water levels are high. Now, it's supposed to rain now today for until like Friday or something. So what I don't want to happen is me get flooded in. I'm sure I'll be absolutely fine, but one of my subscribers did mention that they woke up one morning and the water was a lot closer to their van than they wanted it to be. So I've gone right up to the top of the bank as high as I can. I'll show you how kind of on an angle it is. It's not massive, I'll be perfectly honest with you. You notice it more when you're in the van. But there you go, it's kind of like that. It only bothers me when my hot cup of coffee falls off at side. No, it's totally fine. I don't mind that at all. There's an auto trail here, and what I need to do now is go up to the farm. It's called Low Blean Farm, or Blean Farm, and go pick up my ticket, because you must book. Even though this is technically not a campsite, it is private land, and they've got a website. Go onto their website. I'll link into the description below their website. Make sure you book, because you don't want to be facing the wrath of the landowner. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my coat on because it's a little bit nippy, and we'll head up and go pay. Whoa. Finished my trek bar. Sorry if there's wind noise. There's the lake down there. About a 300-yard walk to go pay. Now, because I've booked, they should have left me like a ticket on the gate, which is nice. A beautiful area. And hopefully get a good walk in as well today. A wet walk, but a good walk, eh? So, just leave my cash, take my thing. I think the cash goes in there, so I'll put the cash in there. Done. And then grab my ticket. Lovely. So I've grabbed my ticket. I'll go display it in the van. Left my money, and off we go. Some of you eagle-eyers would have noticed that I put £20 in. Now, that's not because it costs that much. It's because all of the extra cash goes to the Yorkshire Air Ambulance. So, just doing my bit really. It's only, I think it's £3 a night per person, and then £3 a night for the van. So technically it would have been £6 for me, and then another £4 for the kayak. So had I come on my original plan, it would have been £10. So it should have been really £4, £6 for me, but £14 to the Yorkshire Air Ambulance to help them, to help others. I think it's my good deed of the day done. Right, so I just chilled out. I think I quite enjoy that. As I said in one of my last videos, I like just sort of sitting and staring for a bit at my surroundings and getting sort of used to them. And having a bit of water there is really nice as well. So yeah, just sat and chilled out for a bit. I've checked the map that they've given me against the app that I use called View Ranger GPS. It's a free app, that you can download and use whenever you want, which is ace. And it's completely free. You can subscribe to it, but it's completely free. A couple of people over there, I always get right nervous when I'm talking to camera and there's people around, because they always like stare at me with their mouths open like, is there any farmers? So I suppose I am famous. 4,000 subscribers, boom, thank you very much. So yeah, let's get out on this walk, stretch the legs, and hope it doesn't rain on me too much. I've got my waterproofs at the ready, so I'll get those smashed on now, and let's get out and do some walking. Right then, as with all the campsites that I review or talk about, I'll show you the facilities. As close to wild camping as you're going to get on here. In fact, it genuinely is wild camping. I mean, you're not plugged in, there's no set place to go, you just choose a spot, and there's no electricity, no toilets, nothing. So come prepared with everything you have got. Sorry if there's wind noise. I have got the muff on, who misses, so hopefully that should suppress the wind. That should suppress the wind. It's a lot harder to say than you think, is that? So yeah, it's basically this. There's just an area of kind of gravelly beach, if that makes sense, and the lake. There are signs everywhere to say make sure you pay. Don't just pull in at the farm. Come down and park and then walk up to the farm. It's only 300 yards, it's not far, and then leave your cash and get a ticket. Yeah, there you go. That's the quickest campsite review I think I've ever done. It's not flat, obviously. It's flat over there. See where that van is there? It's flat over there ish, but not flat. I think I've seen a few people park and camp on the bit of grass that's off to that side of the van, which is, I think, ideal and should be all right. Right, I'll show you where the van is. It's nice. It's there. Oh, it's all happening now. Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. It's raining then, and it won't take long before the weather sort of kicked in. It's not bad at the moment. You can see some rain spots on the lens and stuff, but it's just spitting at the moment. But that wind keeps picking up. The wind keeps picking up, and then it just blows in your face. It's nuts. So I just need to find the path. Having walked up that road a little bit, there's a path that goes off to the left somewhere. I think it's just further over this way. A bit more climbing to do. Now I'm hunkered down a bit near I'm guessing like a sheep pen or somewhere that the farmer stores his stuff that needs to stay dry, because talking to you on camera while A, walking uphill, and B, in the wind and rain isn't great. Oh, Even the quiff's lost its integrity. Now I'm sure this walk is lovely on a beautiful summer's day or a spring day. And don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it because I'm out in the wilderness and in the Yorkshire Dales and stuff, but as you noticed, I started at the beginning of this video putting the camera down, walking back, walking towards it and stuff like that. I'm not going to do any more of that until this rain stops, because I'm in a bit of a dip here as well, so it's not as windy. You could probably hear it on the tin roof. So as soon as I go up there, it's going to get a bit more exposed and a bit more windy. Still loving it though, and looking forward to my burger when I get back, and I'll probably sleep well tonight, that's for sure. I think whatever the rain and shine, I love getting out. Again, it's good for the mind, good for the soul. Even the sheep are going in. I think I'm the only living being on the fell at the moment. Right, I've made the executive decision to go back down because it's grim over there. You can't see the tops. It's absolutely, I've just come out of a massive squall of wind to film this to you, but I've been out in some pretty crap weather, I'll be honest with you. You know, and some, this gate's disgusting. Wait a minute. I think I've broken the gate. Oh, I think the gate has seen better days. Let's just wrap it round. I've got to keep it shut, otherwise all the sheep will get out. Ah. Yeah, live to fight another day, I think, because it's just not nice to walk it as much as I were enjoying it on the last video. And I knew as soon as I made that video, as soon as I said I'm enjoying it, it's lovely, you know, come out rain or shine and stuff, I knew for a fact there'd be a moment where the wind just went like bang in my face and I'm absolutely soaked. It properly just came down. So forget about the thing that I said about walking rain or shine. I think what it is today is get back to the van, get warm, get some food on, and just have a chilled out time, I think. I've also got some things to mention to you as well, so stay tuned. This is not the end of the video. There's still more adventures and excitement to come. But yeah, I don't know if you can see behind me, but there are supposed to be peaks behind me. There's about 900 feet of climbing, which I think I just did about 750 of it coming up this road. But yeah, it's sometimes you've just got to know when to turn around and go back, because it's not pleasant. Oh, shame, big shame. But I'd rather be warm and toasty in my van than calling Yorkshire Air Ambulance. Follow photography! You alright? I'm going back because I'm wet.
Where's your van there?
It's parked at Semerwater, yeah.
How funny is that?
Proper nuts, ain't it? When are you coming up? I'm like, I wonder if Paula's part of that crew. Going laning and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot drier in here.
Yeah, it's all right. We're heading over to Windermere.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Oh, nice. Enjoy. See you later, me. Bye. Nice. Right. Wet. It's a lot drier in her van. She goes laning and stuff. I don't know if you heard, they're off over to Windermere. So I'm guessing they're going like the scenic way around. Lovely. It's got a lovely Land Rover. All good in the hood. As if you come out to the middle of nowhere and then see somebody you know. Only happens to me, eh? Right. I'll see you in the van. I am absolutely sodden. It's just... I've only walked, since speaking to Paula Beaumont there, I've only walked, I don't know, half a mile, and I am just dripping in water. So Mother Nature shower, tick. Some things are just not worth doing. I'm glad I didn't do the full 5 miles. I wasn't even a quarter of the way round. That would have been grim. Right, so I'm all clean and nice and fresh and I feel great. Honestly, Yorkshire weather, it can be anything. These are the only 2 days I think as well that it's going to be raining like this, so it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, when you get a camper van, you live with the sunshine and love it, and you live with the rain and you've got to love it as well. It's just the way it is, isn't it, I suppose? So yeah, so the thing that I have bought, which is ace, 2 things to tell you about. The first one is a little mini sensor alarm. Now, those who watched the accessories video will also know that I've got like a sensor alarm that goes in the van and then sets off an alarm inside the house should anyone go in the van when it's on the drive. Now, I wanted something that was more of a deterrent than anything else, so I've bought a little PIR sensor thing. I hope you can see it, just there. And the name of it's quite funny. It's called a Tiwi, and it basically just screws up onto there, and then that's the sensor. And you've got like a key fob, if I get that out, and it's pretty loud. It is pretty loud. So to lock it, you go like that. If I point the microphone towards it, there you go. That's how loud it is, and then you reset it. So yeah, that's one of the new things. The other new thing I'll be getting out soon, and I'll show you it when I get it out. That's what she said. I'll show you the new thing when it comes to getting that out. So now I think it's time for a cup of coffee in the van and some contemplation whilst looking at some water and listening to the rain, because I think that sounds really nice too. Chew. Nice. Somebody's turned up in California. It's quite a nice one. I'm like a nosy neighbour. This is ace. With blacked out windows, you can properly have a good skeggle at people. It's ace. Ah, now the plot thickens. Oh, the old couple are going now as well. I might just have Lake Semerwater to myself in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Bish bash bosh. Everybody's a winner, baby. That's the truth. Right, I'm in a bit of a quandary. The water's coming in quite fast. I say quite fast, it's not like a tide or anything like that. But basically the lake is filling up because of the rain. I've made a retreat stick, which is basically the line of retreat. If the water reaches that point, that's my last chance to get out of the car park stroke beach before the entranceway is blocked up. So I put everything in driving mode so it's ready to go if I need to set off. everything's away. I mean, it'll rattle and stuff like that, but you know, I won't be stuck underwater. Right, so there's a new tide mark and I think it's time to leave. Yeah, it's definitely time to go. I think sometimes you have to cut your losses. I'll talk to you when I'm in the front. I genuinely don't know what to say. If it goes off, it's because the battery's gone, obviously. But I'll come back on again and talk to you, because I may have found somewhere to wild camp for the night. So I'm going to keep an eye out because it's still light. But yeah, I think I'll have to say bye for now, and I'll see you when I've either found a spot or if I've gone home. Well, that was an interesting drive. Practically everywhere was flooded. I had to do 10 mile an hour on half of it and go through some stupid deep puddles and stuff like that. This is not what I were expecting to be doing tonight. I thought I'd probably be hunkered down by now and chilled out. I'm not on the drive, by the way. I am actually wild camping now. So it's gone from a sort of wild camp in the sense that it was wild, but on a campsite that's not really a campsite, to just a random spot that I've found nearby to hunker down for the night. Now, I'm not going to put the diesel heater on, and I've closed all the curtains, and I've only put on this little lamp. I've just got the light now that's video light, basically, to keep it as low-key as I possibly can. Right, beer time, chill time. Morning. Well, it wasn't the best of sleeps. I mean, it was comfortable, don't get me wrong, and I was warm, but the area that I chose to go to sleep, the people just kept pulling up. At one point, it were about 2 o'clock in the morning, someone pulled up and started peeping their horn. And we just like, well, what's the point in that? The beautiful beauty spot that I started at yesterday has ended in it being a storage lay-by for gravel for roads. That's me. It's still raining, so I think I would have been the captain of a ship if I'd have stayed at Semerwater last night, all night. I'm glad, actually, one of my subscribers, in fact, Camille, told me that that would happen. Or might happen during heavy rain, because it happened to them. So that's what made me keep an eye on the water levels. If I hadn't have read that post from that subscriber, I would have probably woken up floating away last night. I mean, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have actually. I'd have noticed it coming in. But yeah, it just made me keep a good eye on it, and it stopped me actually having a drink, because I didn't want to have a beer just in case I had to drive away, as I've mentioned before. So yeah, that for me has been invaluable information. So thank you very much, Camille. Right, breakfast done, coffee done. Feel more awake now, which is nice. Just had the diesel heater on just to get warm and stuff. It's lovely. It's still throwing it down outside, so Lord only knows where that lake edge is up to now. I'm glad I retreated. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. It's been another epic adventure with its twists and turns throughout. Not at all what I were expecting this video to be about. I thought we're going on a massive walk, show you the scenery, get some lovely photos, wake up next to a lake. No, none of that. Tried and failed. I suppose it was only due at some point, wasn't it? So I'll see you on the next adventure, guys. Take care. See you. Bye.